Ey Jungs, hier war eben dicke Schießerei vor meiner Tür in Midnight Bar. Da ist jemand mit Waffe reingekommen, hat Leute abgeknallt.
Yakaladılar. Şeyi yakaladılar ya. Ya yakaladılar.
Certainly here in Washington, people didn't see this one coming today. This relates to 2017. It's come from Julian Assange's lawyer, who has essentially said that through this former Republican congressman, Dana Rohrabacher, Donald Trump offered Julian Assange a pardon. He's wanted in the US, of course, on 18 counts of endangering national security related to that release of classified information, that he could have a pardon for that if Julian Assange denied that Russia had any involvement in the hacking of those DNC National Committee emails in the run-up to the 2016 election. Now, those emails were, I think, at worst embarrassing for the Democrats. Some of the detail had them undermining Bernie Sanders, who was, of course, running against Hillary Clinton at the time. But it was a very big moment that was certainly perceived as potentially damaging in the run-up to the election.
South Koreans head to the polls in April to elect a new 300-member legislature. Among the candidates will be a high-level defector from North Korea, recruited by South Korea's new conservative bloc.
Tae Young-ho has visited this venue, the Seoul Foreign Correspondents Club, before. Following his defection, the former North Korean deputy ambassador to the United Kingdom denounced the North Korean leadership and Kim Jong-un, and suggested the current liberal South Korean government was wasting its time in its peacemaking efforts.
Tae said he was inspired to run because he wants to protect the human rights of North Koreans after two recent defectors, suspected murderers, were repatriated by the South Korean government.
I'm absolutely sure that one day Korea will be united.
Well, Paul, we know that a triage centre has been set up at a BP petrol station. Now, it's understood that that was put in place after passengers on this train actually went and told staff what had happened. It was around 7:50 p.m. It was a train from Sydney to Melbourne. It does appear that it's derailed, as you say, in the town of Woollen, which is about 47 kilometres north of Melbourne. Now, there has been some pictures that have emerged online. It shows at least one carriage on its side, as well as luggage that has been strewn across the tracks. Now, there's no confirmation of any injuries yet, but there has been some Twitter posts that have been put up of passengers or people who say they were passengers, saying they believe a driver may have been injured. We do need to stress, though, that that has not been confirmed.
North Korea is reportedly imposing a 30-day quarantine on people who've traveled to other countries. Still, for now, North Korea has not reported a single case of the coronavirus.
Closing the border, suspending tours, and a strict quarantine of 30 days. These are the steps North Korea is taking to fight off a coronavirus outbreak. Speaking to Reuters on Wednesday, North Korea's ambassador to UN organizations in Geneva, Han Dae-sung, said the regime is putting its nationals and foreign travelers who visited other countries into a 30-day quarantine. That's double the virus's 14-day incubation period. He explained that scientific studies show the virus can break out even 3 weeks later, and preventing the virus is much cheaper than trying to cure it.
Well, we just got an update from provincial police and the firefighters on the scene, and as you said, 200 vehicles involved in this massive pileup on Highway 15 just outside of Montreal, and we're told that there are still 75 vehicles in the scene that need to be towed and removed from here. But we were told that there are still actually 2 people who were involved in this pileup who are still stuck in their vehicles, and provincial police are worried here. They're saying they do fear for these people's lives because their injuries are apparently serious, and the firefighters are using the jaws of life to try to get these people out of the vehicle. So the clock is ticking, and they are trying to get those people out. We've also been told that a tanker that was carrying diesel was involved in this pileup, and that it is leaking diesel, and they're trying to deal with that situation as well.
Three people were killed and 10 injured in an accident during Eminem chief Kamal Hassan's film shoot at EVP Studios in Chennai. The accident occurred when a crane crashed upon the people during a shoot of his upcoming film Indian 2. 2 of the 3 people killed are assailant directors. About 10 technicians who were present at the set have been severely injured. Condoling the death of 3 persons, Kamal Hassan in a tweet said that accident was very cruel. Hassan also visited the hospital and said that they were injured and they were given first aid and prayed for their speedy recovery as well. Kajal Agarwal, who is shooting for a film in Chennai, offered condolences to the departed.
Kidnapped, murdered and dumped. 8-year-old Tesnay van Wyck's body was found in a stormwater drain along the N1 near Worcester. A 54-year-old suspect was arrested in Craddock in the Eastern Cape and appeared in court on Tuesday. Aisha Ismail is reporting from the scene where Tesnay's body was actually found. So Aisha, just tell us exactly where authorities discovered the 8-year-old's body.
Well, Shahan, I'm standing on the side of the road along the N1, and it's just outside Worcester on your way to the Dwins, and I'm going to move out of shot now so that my colleague Asanda can just show you exactly where the spot where little Tesnay's body was found last night. And as you can see in the background, there's some flowers and crosses, and this is where her body was dumped.